out in the galaxy, there is Planet Ooja. This is the story of Planet Ooja. Ooja belongs to the shadow world, and for you to see, the light shall be lit. The door will open, and you will see the creatures of the shadow world and of Planet Ooja. There were many species of animals, birds, and plants that lived on Ooja. Many that were similar to ones on Earth, many that were not. And like on Earth, there were mountains, rivers, lakes, and ponds. Ooja had two types of intelligent living creatures. One were the Hoppers, which were one-legged hopping animals resembling kangaroos. They lived in the mountains. The Hoppers usually ate the fruits and nuts off the trees, and occasionally they ate their special delicacy, caramelized insects. Down by the small ponds and lakes lived the Ponders, who looked like storks with their long and sharp beaks. These sharp beaks were used for catching fish, which was the main food of the Ponders. Being animals of different types and with different languages, the two different species didn't really or couldn't really talk to each other, so they didn't really associate with each other, as the Hoppers kept to the mountains and the Ponders usually stayed close to the lakes and ponds. But one day, one of the smallest Hoppers, Tinka, who was unlearned regarding the customs of Ooja, wandered down from the mountains to the land of in-between, the rivers. The rivers connected the mountains to the lakes and the ponds, and were generally not frequented upon. Tinka was eating fruits and nuts and some caramelized insects that she had brought along from the mountains. And it so happened on this particular day, at this particular time, one of the smallest Ponders, Angelina, also was out wandering. And soon the two smallest creatures of the two intelligent species on Planet Ooja saw each other for the first time. Angelina had caught a fish from the river with her long, sharp beak. Tinka had never seen a fish, much less eaten one, and was very curious. And although they could not directly speak at each other, their messages seemed to be conveyed in a strange type of bird-like noise speak. And what Angelina was asking was, "What is that in your strange food you're eating?" And Tinka said back, "It is the fruits and nuts of the mountain trees, mixed in with a few delicious caramelized insects." Angelina said back, "My, I've never had such a mix, one that includes fruits and nuts from mountain trees and a few insects caramelized. In fact, though, I don't really know what a caramelized insect is." And Tinka said, "A caramelized insect is one that has caramel covered all over it, and it is very delicious. Would you like to try one?" Angelina said, "I would love to. Would you like a piece of this fish?" And so, on this particular day, at this particular time, the smallest Hopper, Tinka, and the smallest Ponder, Angelina, traded food and ate together, fish and fruits, nuts and caramelized insects together down by the river. That night, Tinka returned to her home, giving her parents some of the fish that Angelina had given her. Today, down by the river, I met a new friend, and she gave me this piece of fish. As her parents were about to reply negatively, they tasted the fish and changed their minds quickly. What wonderful food is this? Can you get some more tomorrow, Tinka? They asked. And Tinka said, I'll do my best. And so the next day, Tinka met Angelina down by the river. But this time, Tinka had brought 2 bags of fruits and nuts from mountain trees and even more caramelized insects. And Angelina had 2 wonderful smoked fish, and the 2 traded as they talked down by the river. This became a daily routine, and then an important custom between the 2 intelligent creatures and their families on the planet Ooja. And by that initial touch of friendship, the 2 became friends. The families became allies of each other, and a giant feast was had by all. There were smoked fish of all kinds. There were all the fruits and nuts from all the mountain trees, and there were the sweetest caramelized insects of all shapes, sorts, and sizes that you could ever imagine. There was dancing and celebration all through the night. And as the families of the Hoppers and as the families of the Ponders grew stronger and stronger, so did their bond. The bond that was started in the shadow world when the light was turned on. And as our story now ends, the door to the shadow world and Planet Ooja will shut, as their future has been sealed.